What's going on, everybody? American Football Network here today, and today we're bringing you our Arizona Cardinals mock draft. But before we get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Help me reach my goal of 650 subs by the end of February. At the time this video is being recorded, I am at 641. So if by the time I release it, if I've already hit 650, then help us move on to our next goal of 675. I think that is very possible for us to hit both of those by the end of February. So, yeah, make sure you guys keep up the good work and subscribing. We appreciate all the support. Check out our podcast and our website. Those links are in the description. If you're also a basketball fan, check out the basketball channel. The link is also in the description down there. Check out the Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo if you're interested in supporting the show. And let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So the Cardinals have the third pick of the draft. And I think it's very reasonable that he's here. At number 3, I think if the Bears keep number 1, Will Anderson may be gone, but that's who I'm going with for the Cardinals here. Can you imagine a defense with Will Anderson and Isaiah Simmons on it, as well as others? But just when you think about those two players, then just how versatile they are, that is going to be an incredible defense with those two on it. Anderson can really get after the quarterback, but he can also drop back into coverage and play man and zone. He can also do that. Not only that, but Anderson can play a lot of different positions all over the field. And then I think you also have Isaiah Simmons, who is playing safety, corner, linebacker, all kinds of positions. That's going to be one dynamic defense. But I love Will Anderson. I love the way he gets after the quarterback. I love his discipline, his play recognition skills. I love everything about the dude. I think he's a guy that can come in and make an impact from week 1, and I think that'd be a big pickup for the Cardinals. And the next pickup, and the next pick I'm going with is Broderick Jones, the offensive tackle from Georgia. I think this is a guy that can also come in and start pretty much immediately for you. He's a guy that could really help this offensive line out, a good pass blocker, good run blocker, very smart, disciplined, physical offensive tackle out of Georgia, and I think that he would be a very good fit for the Arizona Cardinals. Next up for the Cardinals, I'm going to go with Will McDonald should not still be here. This is a guy that's going to go in the late first, early second round. Tuipulotu may still be here, so I'm going to take him. I think this is a guy that can really get after the quarterback from the defensive line position, from the interior D-line position. I think he's a guy that can make stuff happen down there. He's also a very good run stopper, can eat up double teams. So I like Tuipulotu, whatever his name is, there to the Cardinals. I think he could help that defense out for them. So next up is pick number 96 for the Cardinals. And I'm going to go with cornerback Eli Ricks here from Alabama. I like Eli Ricks a lot. I think he's a very disciplined guy. You watch his highlight tape, sometimes he's running the route for the receivers. It's just incredible. He's very good man coverage skills, also good in zone. I think he's a very versatile corner, and I think he could really help this Cardinals defense out. So now back on to the offensive side of the ball for the Cardinals. I'm going with running back, and I'm going with Sean Tucker from Syracuse. I think getting a guy like him at 105 is a huge steal. I think Sean Tucker is going to come in and make an immediate impact. I think he's a guy who's going to have a great NFL career, versatile out of the backfield, a guy who I would imagine to be probably a 1,000-yard rusher at some point in his first 3 years, if given the ball enough. I think Sean Tucker can just make plays happen. I think he's a great NFL running back. 30 years ago, Sean Tucker would go top 15 in the NFL draft. That's just how good he is. But with the lack of running back value, and just with the lack of guys like him, not as much of a threat out in the passing game as some of these other guys. But Sean Tucker can still catch the ball out of the backfield, and he is just an absolute beast at running back. I think he's going to have a great career, and I think he would fit in well with the Cardinals. So next up, I am going to go with thinking about going with him. Looking around, see who all is available here. I'm not going with Chase Brown. I'm not taking two running backs back to back. I am going to go with Ali Gay, though, the edge from LSU. I think this dude is a really good edge rusher, really electric pass rushing threat, can really get after the quarterback and make some plays happen. He's a guy that, very sure tackler, very good play recognition, very good run stopper as well. So I like Ali Gay a lot. And next up, I'm going with Ivan Pace, the linebacker from Cincinnati. This dude is a hard-hitting linebacker, and I think getting him at 180 is an absolute steal. This is a dude that's going to be starting for you year 2 or 3. Absolute just hard hitter. Very good play recognition from his. I mean, there's a lot of times he makes his reads. If you watch his highlights, he's making his reads pretty much instantly. And, he could play man coverage. He can play zone. He can pick up the running backs out of the backfield. Very good pass rusher as well from the interior linebacker position. And then he's also very good in run support. So I love him. And now with 213, I'm going to go with Jonathan Mingo, the wide receiver from Ole Miss. Mingo is a deep threat target. I think would help Kyler Murray out. We've seen guys like a Rondell Moore. They already have. Obviously, Rondell Moore is better than Mingo, but I think they're similar skill sets. They may be losing DeAndre Hopkins, so to get a guy who can come in and start for you in 2 or 3 years is big. Get a good depth piece in there at receiver. Maybe sign a receiver in free agency, but you definitely – and they'll acquire more picks if they trade away DeAndre Hopkins. Obviously, they can draft a bigger name wide receiver as well, but I would go with him, with Mingo at 213. I think he's a guy who could go a little bit higher than that, so to get him at 213 isn't bad value. But to recap the draft, at number 3 took Will Anderson. At number 34 took Broderick Jones. At number 66 took Tuli Tuipulotu. At 96 took Eli Ricks. At 105 took Sean Tucker. At 169 took Ali Gay. At 180 took Ivan Pace Jr. And at 213 we took Jonathan Mingo. But that wraps today's video up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know who I should have took. If you liked all the picks, let me know that as well. But check out the podcast, the website, the Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and our basketball channel. Those links are all in the description. We appreciate you guys checking us out, and we will see you guys next time.